When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by Danny Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent.
The hell?
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. They don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And he
That's good defense.
Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
We almost had a turnover.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to a return at about the 28-yard line. So
That is the worst season I ever seen made.
And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs to.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him. Yeah, you're right. I think one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Good.
That's a good
He
one.
can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little loop out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Abrams.
It doesn't matter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Good defense.
Running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Good defense,
man. A couple of yards short of the first down.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense, maybe be a little aggressive.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the ground with the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll make the stop, and not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
What's up?
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of the gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they broke off the big gain on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pick pick up on the ground there, and they'll
Oh
move the sticks for the first
no.
down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. When you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Trying to barge their way in. They stop him short of the mark.
No good.
Over on downs. The Bulldogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll try the run. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. On the move. Jukes his way for the ball. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And picking up the 1st down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're
Turning it on! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the
What's
chains.
up?
They've got it at the 37. It's
You
1st and 10.
sipping? Hey.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out and get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by a field goal over TCU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country,
They're
you'll
down
hear about it here.
Thanks
2
for the update on that
touchdowns.
one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he
That's good defense.
and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
Yeah, look
And
at
that's
that.
not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Oh, no.
Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Kentucky! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
Wheel, save for seconds.
Plenty of time left.
2 timeouts. That's actually playing time.
To be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now here, second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabs it in the middle.
Why call the last time out?
Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Muscling ahead on third and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, they blocked the kick. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Really needed to play like
nice.
That to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
They got no defense.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my match.
They were missing 2 offensive players.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Handoff to the lone back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep.
They got blocked.
Good
job, 23.
Before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Off the RPO, complete.
Good job, Brian.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State right back to the line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Man down
wow.
to play as the officials take a break.
Number 15 is on.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I
And
love
this
when
defense
he
just
said that.
continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for a 1st down.
Wow.
Down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Are you through, Mississippi State?
Makes it 28-0.
I would be.
Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kentucky sends the offense.
We're going to see how it is.
Third quarter. Massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Good job, my man.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh,
Wow.
I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that 2nd and 8 coming up.
And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an
Wow.
explosive play for the first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 38 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was...
He had a touchdown.
You just have to make that catch. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Buys a little time with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? I got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Who did they beat?
The give on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Looking to buy time. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This is what an